Where they go to meet the Mets. All the fans are true to the orange and blue. So hurry up and come on down. Cause we got ourselves a ball from the Mets of New York town. Give 'em a yell. Give 'em a hand. And let 'em know you're rooting and you stand. Come on and meet the Mets.
Hey there, everybody. How's everybody doing? This is CP Cards and Dice, and welcome to another presentation of our 69 replay using Payoff Pitch Baseball. We're using fast action cards, and we're going to get started right away and not waste a lot of time. Let me just go over the lineup for the visiting San Diego Padres. It's going to be Jose Arcia batting first and playing second base. Then it's Roberto Pena, the shortstop. In the second hole, batting third is Ollie Brown, the right fielder. Batting fourth is Al Ferrara, the left fielder. Batting fifth is Ivan Morel, the center fielder. Larry Stahl, the first baseman. Batting sixth. Batting seventh is Ed Spezio, the third baseman. Walt Riniak is the catcher. And then it's Dick Kelly, the pitcher on the mound. Dick Kelly, in our replay, let's see. Dick Kelly in our replay is 4-7 with a 4.27 ERA. He's going to be facing the Mets' Jim McAndrew, who is 5-6 with a 3.93 ERA. In reality, McAndrew had a 3.47 ERA with a 6-7 record. We're right about to get started, and we will be playing ball using the fast action cards. I printed this score sheet out from Replay PC Game. And here it is, and ball in play. So Arcia puts the ball in play, and that is to the shortstop. Weiss over to first, one out. Next is Roberto Pena. That's an 8, a tough 0-5, and McAndrew blows a fastball by Pena for his first strikeout of the game. Next is Ollie Brown, 8, and that's a tough 36. That's a strikeout. Back-to-back Ks, and that retires the side. No runs, no hits. We go to the bottom of the first. Tommy Agee leading it off against the lefty Dick Kelly, 8. That's a tough 10. That's a K. So Agee back to the bench. That's a 6. Bobby File now. A 6 and an 89. A 6 is a tough, and 89 is a grounder to the shortstop. That is Pena. Fires the first and gets File. And now it's Cleon Jones with an 11, which is a tough 0-3, and that's a K. 3 up, 3 down, just like that. So, and we're going to punch in some quick information here. 6-3 KK. Let's see how fast we can do that. Okay, that's 1 inning. Or 1/2 inning now. It's K, 6-3 K. Oh, that was the inning. All right, that's how quickly you can input data. Al Ferrara against Jim McAndrew. That's an 8. That's going to be a tough 77 is a fly to center field. Right there is Tommy Agee, and he squeezes it for the out. That's patient. So Ivan Morel shows some patience, and that's ball 4. So Morel walks. He's on at first. Larry Stahl now. Let's see if Morel can steal. Yeah, 3 stolen bases. We'll try it. Nope, does not get the jump. Larry Stahl. Here's the pitch. He's a lefty. That's an 8. An 8 and a 79. A tough 79 is a fly ball center field. Again, Tommy Agee. 2 out, and Ed Spezio. That's an 11. That's defense. A defense 28. All right, a 28. It's to the third baseman. Our third baseman is Ed Charles. Oh, wow. He hasn't been around in a long time. Ed Charles. Holy smokes. That's good to see him. And third base, error-wise, he's a 2. So 2 is 1-58, and we rolled a 28. So that's going to be some sort of error on Ed Charles. First game back after not seeing him for a while. Yep, it's going to be Bobble, and everybody is safe. Runners on first and second now. That's going to be an error on the Mets. Let's quickly look at the Mets lineup, which I don't think I did. Jones, and then it was Clendenon. I don't think I have even Clendenon in there. Let me see. Clendenon, Swoboda, Charles, Dyer. Clendenon, Swoboda, Charles, and Dyer. Swoboda, Clendenon. And let me find Duffy Dyer. There he is. Okay, it's a little bit different. You know, Gil Hodges loves to do the platoon system. He was very much in favor of the platoon system. And it worked. I mean, they made it all the way to the World Series. Duffy Dyer, and then Al Weiss. And we're going to remove a lot of these players here. Well, almost all of these players. All right. Okay, so where were we? We were with runners on first and second, and it's Walt Riniak. Here's the pitch from McAndrew. That's an 8. Again, an 8. A tough 80. And that is a ground ball to the second baseman. File throws out Riniak, and that retires the side. No runs, no hits. We go to the bottom of the second. It's going to be Don Clendenon leading it off. Here's the pitch from the lefty, Kelly. So it's a 7 in play 19, and that is ripped to left for a base hit for Don Clendenon. He's on at first. Ron Swoboda is next with a 6. A 6 tough, a tough 64. Oh, and that's going to be a little ground ball and through the left side. And Clendenon is going to scoot on to third base on this one. First and third, Ed Charles. Here's the pitch. It's a 2. And just run by that number again. That was an 81. It was a 9. Ah, 64. Okay, yeah, 64 is a single. Holy smokes. That was before that was a 6. Tough 60. Yeah. All right. So let's see. Ed Charles is up with runners on first and third. I believe we pulled the card, but I don't remember what it was right now. Okay, Dick Kelly. Hold on a second. I just backed. Okay, 8. Let me input some information. An 8 walk. I'm inputting information in 2 places, so every so often I'm going to just stop quickly and write in some information and then continue on. All right, we're down to the Mets now. Clendenon with a single, and then Swoboda with a single, and now it's going to be Ed Charles with runners on first and third. Here's the pitch from Kelly, 7. That's in play. And in play 46, and that is going to be a ground ball to the third baseman. And we will use a 10. So it's going to be the infield. Let's play the infield in on this. Let's play the infield. These are low-scoring games in 69. We're going to play the infield in. And first and third. So what did we say it was? We said I think it was a 46. A 7 in play 46. And that is going to convert us to a ground ball to the third baseman. Let's look at the chart. I do play a lot of infield in 69 early in the game, so that forces me to go to the chart. So then we pulled a 10. It says, okay, 10 or more. Then we're going to look at we have to pull another one, a 4, batter out, runners hold. Okay. So runner advances. And a 46 we decided was a ground ball to third base. One play, and that's the first. Second and third for, let's see, Clendenin with a single, and then a Sabota, and then it's a ground ball. And it's a 5-3. Let's erase that. Do it again. Ground ball, 5-3. Runner advances to second. Okay, Duffy Dyer. Here's a pitch to Dyer. It's a 4. That's a ballpark. He's a righty. We're looking at 1-32. We got a 15. That's a deep drive. Deep drive. That's a wheelhouse. That's a wheelhouse on Dyer's card against a lefty. 1-43 and gets a hole. 1-43 gets a hold of one. Drives it deep to left field. Back goes the left fielder Ferrara to the tractor wall. That's out of here. 3-run shot for Duffy Dyer. And that puts the Mets up 3-0 here in the bottom of the second. Takes his time circling the bases. Al Weiss, pitch from Kelly, 7. In play and a 5. And that's going to be lined down the left field line into the corner. After it is Ferrara. And Weiss into second base with a 1-out double for Jim McAndrew. McAndrew is a 5-pitcher hitting card. So we're looking at that side. It's a 4 on the ballpark, a 0-6. So this is going to be a ballpark. And we're looking at an 82, which is going to be some sort of an out. It's going to be ground ball to the shortstop. And McAndrew is a righty. We're going to pull we're going to actually roll a die. To shortstop, it's a 4. 4 or less would be that he would move over to third base, and he does not. So it's a 6-3 runner holds. Top of the order. Mets have scored 3 runs on a 3-run homer by Duffy Dyer. That's a 7. 7 is in play, a 99. And in play 99, and that is a pop-up. Third baseman third baseman Spezio makes the catch, and that retires the side. But the Mets pick up 3 runs on 3 hits, and they lead it 3-0. We go to top of the third. Pitcher leading it off, Jim McAndrew, the pitch. That's an 8. A tough 73, and that's a strikeout. Let's see if I can get this in the picture a little bit better. All right. I know there's a little bit of a, let's see if we can change that. No, we're not going to be able to change that. There's a little bit of a glare there on the cards. That's better. Okay. So it's going to be Arcia. Here's a pitch from McAndrew. Oh, nope. We don't want it to go there. Let's do this. Let's move it down here. That's a 3. That's a tough 65. And that is a ground ball, second base. And that is File over to first. 2 outs. Roberto Pena, 6. In play, 60. And that's lifted to right field. Right there is Swoboda, makes the catch, and that retires the side. 3 up, 3 down. Go to bottom of the third. Mets, Bobby File with a 7 in play. In play, 49. And that's a chopper to the third baseman. Spezio over to first. 1 away. Next is 8. Tough 13. That's a strikeout on Cleon Jones. That's a second strikeout for Jones. And it's Don Clendenin with a 9. A 9 is a patient 52. And that is a line drive base hit to left. So Clendenin with a 2-out single. Swoboda's next with a 6, a tough 96. And he lifts one to left. That's a can of corn. And that's no runs. 1 hits for the Mets. We go to top of the fourth. We're going to have to shuffle here. And we're going to input some data real quickly. Duffy Dyer hit a 3-run homer early in their game, and that's the score, 3-0 Mets. And there was a double right after that, and a 6-3 and a pop-up. All right, and then it was K439. All right, and then it was a, let's see. And now we're up to date. Ollie Brown. Ollie Brown leading it off. Ollie Brown versus righties. Batted .253. He played the whole season, had almost 600 at bats. He had about 570 at bats. Do a quick and simple shuffle, nothing fancy, just to keep it every top of the fourth and every tie. Hey there, somebody said hello. Who's that? Bears Dens 007. I love that. And Mr. Molly, he went to sleep and now he's back, saying hiya. Hiya to you guys. Good to see you. I hope you're still around. Yes, looks like you are. And it's 3-0 Mets here in the top of the fourth using payoff pitch. I got some new pens, 003 liners. The replay baseball boxes are really small, but this works. Ollie Brown, let's go. Payoff pitch. Fast action cards, that's a 6. McAndrew, that's an in play. So that ball's in play, and it's going to be an 88, and that's going to be chopped to the shortstop, who waits back, now charges, and low throw, scooped out by the first baseman, Clendenin, but they get Brown. Ferrara, 6, in play 48, and that is third baseman. Over to first, 2 down. Ivan Morel with a 9 and a 53, and that is chopped to third. Charged by Charles. Looks like Charles is in charge. Over to first in time. 3 up, 3 down. Go to the bottom of the fourth. Dick Kelly, 9. Patient. A patient 12 is ball 4. So Ed Charles walks. Ed Charles is going to try to get a lead. Got an 11. That's not going to do it. And now it's a 10. An in play 29 to Duffy Dyer. And against a left-handed pitcher, Duffy can hit left-handed pitchers at 29. And that's going to be a base hit. See what he does with that. And that's going to send Charles to third. First and third now. So Dyer is 2 for 2 after not playing. And I don't know, I haven't seen him play in a long time. I've been using J.C. Martin. So I haven't seen Duffy Dyer play in a month. He's 1 game back, and he's got a home run and a single. Al Weiss runs on first and third. Infield is in for the San Diego Padres. That's a 10. An in-play 40. In-play 40 is a ground ball to the first baseman with the infield in. If there's no outs, they're going to hold out. All right, so it's going to be 3 unassisted. Second and third. That speeds up the game. That's my whole house rule, and I talk about this all the time. With nobody out, and I hold the runner at third to avoid, there's nobody out, so there's no rush to try to get him in. So I play that rule, and it simplifies everything for me. Now with 1 out, I try to score him. That's the difference. Jim McAndrew. So here's the pitch to McAndrew. That's a 7. That's in play. In play 37. And that's a ground ball to the first baseman. Now there's going to be a play at the plate, perhaps. Let's pull a 2. That's a 5. So we're going to look at, it says bases loaded, less than 6. Runner on third is out at home. Okay. So who was it to? It was to the first baseman. He's going to go home with it, and Charles is out at home, 3-2. Fielder's choice for McAndrew. Tommy Agee with runners on first and third. Okay, that's going to be an 8, a tough 56, and that's a K, and that retires the side. So no runs, 1 hit. Go to top of the 5th. Larry Stahl, here goes a 10. That's a patient 17, and that's ball 4. 3-0 Mets. Ed Spezio, a 2, wheelhouse. Wheelhouse against a righty, 1/39. And that's not going to do it. A 62 is going to be a ground ball to the second baseman. Will this be a double play? We'll use that number of 7. And it's a 6. It will not. It's going to be a 4-6. 4-6. That 62 was to the second baseman. 4-6 fielder's choice. Throw to first, not in time. Walt Riniak, that's a 10. Patient. A patient 71. And that is a fly ball lifted to center field in the gap, and running it down is Agee, pitcher now. That's a 3. You can go 7. You can go 7. That's a 3. That's going to be a tough 0-3. That's a K, and that retires the side. No runs, no hits. Man left on. And we go to the bottom of the 5th. 3-0 Mets. File Jones and Clendenin. Here's a pitch. It's a 4. Ballpark 94 is in play. In play 16. That's a ground ball. Base hit. Runner on first. Bobby Files on first. Will he try to get a lead? No. Leon Jones with a 9. A patient 31. And I checked for wild pitch, but there's nothing there. 31. Patient 31. That's going to be ball 4, first and second. So they're starting to get to Kelly. Kelly's had back-to-back troubling innings here. He gave up a single and a walk in the 4th, and now a single and a walk here in the 5th. And it's Don Clendenin. Here's the pitch. That's a 12. That's patient. A patient 59. And that is, oh, he gets plunked in the ribs. That's gonna hurt. All right. Bases are loaded. Some action in the bullpen for the Padres. The Padres have a horrible record. The Padres are 40-77. Holy smokes. On their way to losing 100 games easily. Let's see. 6-2-5-3-5-3. And then there was a walk single. All right, let's go back. It was first and third. That was 3 unassisted. Nobody advanced on that. Ground ball. I'm just inputting some information, some quick information there. No, he was out. Out. We're in a second. All right, let's quickly. I'm just inputting some information real quick here. So it's a ground out to the first baseman. Batter's out. Runner is safe at second. Unassisted. There we go. Okay, and then it was McAndrew. And McAndrew into a fielder's choice. It was a 3-2 fielder's choice. And then it was a K for Agee in that last inning. I'm just inputting some quick information. Stahl, in this inning, Stahl walks. And then it was a fielder's choice 4-6. It was a fly out, center field, and a K. And now it's going to be a single walk and a hit by pitch. Single walk and a hit by pitch. Bases are loaded. Ron Swoboda. Infield's going to be in again. There's action in the bullpen. Let's see who they're going to potentially bring in here. San Diego. Who do they bring in? A guy named Reberger and Roberts and Balshin. All right, let's get some of those up. So Reberger, Roberts, and Balshin. That's a guy they bring in. Here's another guy they bring in. The great thing with Payoff Pitch, you get every card. I have all their sets except for maybe 2. I think I have 2 84s and no 85. Who did I say it was? So do I have Roberts? No, I don't have Roberts. Watch the great movie Uncut Gem. Uncut Gem on Netflix. Oh man, I love that. I actually watched it once, Roberts, and then watched it a second time. especially a couple of scenes that are really long and you got to pay attention to because a lot of what goes on happens in those scenes. It sets the stage for the whole movie. All right, excuse me. Bases loaded, Ron Swoboda against Dick Kelly. Let's see what. So let me take a better, closer look at Kelly and what he's done. That's 2 singles there, and 2 more hits. That's 4 hits, 5 hits, 6 hits, 7 hits, and then he is allowed a walk, another walk, and a hit by pitch. So he's kind of struggled. So I think one more batter. It's going to be Swoboda with the infield in. You know what? We're gonna pull him right here. We're gonna pull him, and we got a bunch of righties coming up. So we're gonna bring in Balshin. And he went 4 innings. There it is. So Kelly's out. All right, here's the pitch to Swoboda. Infield, you know what? I'm going to play the infield. It's hard to... Down by 3, but there's bases loaded. I don't want this to be a 5, 6, 7 run inning or a 3, 4 run inning because that'll put me down 7-0. So I'm going to play the corners in the middle back for the double play. 11. That's defense. Defense 11. Oh boy. Now we're going to pull and see. It's going to be a potential error on the second baseman. That's Arcia. His error rating is a 3. So a 1/44. So it's definitely an error. Let's see what kind of an error on the second baseman. It's going to be a 1 base error. So it's going to be an E4. Scoring is file. Everybody moves up 1. All right. So and that's going to be Ed Charles. Here's the pitch from Balshin. 6. That's a tough. And the infield again is corners in, middle back. A tough 72. And that is going to be a fly ball. Center field. We're going to try to see if it's a deep fly ball. It's going to be a short fly ball. So there's no attempt to tag. Duffy Dyer now, who's 2 for 2 with a 3-run homer and a single. Bases loaded. Again, same defense. Corners in, middle back for the double play. Here's the pitch to Dyer. That's an 8. That's a tough 67. This may be what we were looking for. No, it's going to be a little ground ball up the middle, and nobody gets it. And it's going to score a run, at least 1 run. And will it score 2? It does. Around the scores Clendenin. The throw is not in time. So Duffy Dyer is having a heck of a day. With another 2-run, he's got 5 RBIs on the day, and he's 3 for 3. Holy smokes. All right, Al Weiss, 1st and 3rd. Infield is now they're down by 6-0. Same defense, 7. That's a in play 0-0. That's going to take us to the rare play chart. All right, let's see. We pull a card. It's a 9. It says pitcher develops minor injury, misses the rest of the game. So looking to go out and talk to him, and he says it hurts, but we're gonna tell him to stay in there and tough it out. So let's go. 6. Tough. A tough 55. Tough 55 to Al Weiss. It's a strikeout. 2 out. And now it's a pitcher spot. McAndrew with an 8. That's a tough 54. McAndrew is a 5-pitcher hitting card. That's a strikeout. Back-to-back Ks for Balshin. So Balshin gets out of trouble. 3-run score on 1. 2 hits. A walk, a hit by pitch, and an error. Mets lead it by a score of 6-0. Top of the 6th. Jose Arce, I believe. Yeah, it is. Okay, here goes. Pitch from McAndrew. That's a 6. That's in play. In play 45, and that is a ground ball. Charles up with it, throws out Arcia. A 9 in play 82. That's chopped to short. Weiss, long throw in time. And Ollie Brown on a 7. That's a tough pitch. What can he do with a tough pitch? Not very much. That's going to be line and caught by the shortstop, and that retires the side. 3 up, 3 down. Bottom of the 6th. Top of the order, Tommy Agee. Pitch from Balshun. That's a 7. 7 is in play. In play 63, and that is a fly to right. In right field, towards the line is Ollie Brown. He gets there. Next is Bobby Fa with a patient 68, and that is chopped to second. Arcia whips it over to Stahl. Cleon Jones with a 10. That's ballpark 74. That's going to be in play 94. That's going to be an out. It's going to be a fly ball left field. 3 up, 3 down. Top of the 7th. This is time to shuffle. We got to do the shuffle. All right. I'm going to take a second here to shuffle, and then I'm going to take another second to input the data. So the bases were loaded, and it was Ron Swoboda came up, and that was an error on the second baseman. So it's going to be an E4. And then Ed Charles flied out to center. And then it was a 2-run single by Duffy Dyer. And then it was back-to-back Ks for Weiss and the pitcher McAndrew. We get to the top of the 6th, and it's going to be 5-3, 6-3, and an L6. That's how quickly you can input data into the replay PC game. Let me go back to the stream because I left it on the box score. Hope everybody's doing well. 6-0 Mets, top of the 7th. This is the part of the game where we shuffle. We shuffle twice a game with our fast action cards. These are two-sided. It basically makes the game chartless. Other than me having to look up the infield in, I'd like to have something in front of me with that done. All right, so it's going to be a Al Ferrara batting against Jim McAndrew. That's an 8. That's a tough 47. And that's a strikeout. 1 up, 1 down. Ivan Morel, again, a tough 99. That's popped up. Left field, first baseman, excuse me, he's going to get there. 2 out. And a 4, that's a patient 98. And that's fly to right. And that's 3 up, 3 down. No runs, no hits, bottom of the 7th. Leading it off is Clendenin. Balshin with a 7 in play. In play 28. That's a pop-up right side. First baseman Stahl under it. Makes the catch. Swoboda now. Tough 0-5, and that's a K. Blows one by. Swoboda now. Ed Charles with a 10. That's a ballpark. Ballpark 57. That's in play. A 20. That's a little ground ball and through the left side for a base 2-out single for Ed Charles. And that's a 9 in play and a 95. And that's going to be an easy out for the left fielder. Ferrara squeezes it. No runs, 1 hit. Go top of the 8th. Spezio. Here's a pitch from McAndrew. That's a 6 in play. In play 12, and that is a little ground ball, base hit. Gets through the infield. Riniak, 3, tough 53. And that's a ground ball to the shortstop, and we're going to use that 5, and that's going to be a 6-4-3 double play. See a pinch hitter now for Balshun. Who's it going to be? Who's it going to be? Let's take a quick peek at who they're using in this game. Which game is this? McAndrew versus Dick Kelly. So this is the second game. I'm not streaming all these Padre games. I really don't know anybody on the Padres. I don't think it's a great game. Cito Gaston. They use Nate Colbert. I'll bring in Colbert. What the heck? Cito Gaston, Nate Colbert. I could bring in anybody. It doesn't really make. Let me bring in Gaston. So Gaston's going to pinch hit. Pinch hitter. Right there. Top of the 8th. With 2 outs. Here goes. That's a 10. Patient. A patient 96. And that's a fly to left. That retires the side. No runs. 1 hit. We go to bottom of the 8th. New pitcher is going to be, let me see. That's Weiss. I'm going to bring in Dave Roberts. And Balshin went 3 innings. And it's going to be Roberts right here to Weiss. Roberts was 0-3 with a 481. Here's a pitch. That's a 9. That's a tough 64. Is a ground ball second base. Up with it is Arcia. Throw to first in time. Pitcher spot a 10. That's an in play and a 10. And that is, he's a 5. That's going to be line base hit. So a single for McAndrew. He's 1 for 4 on the day. Next is Tommy Agee. 1 out, 1 on. That's an 11. 11 is a tough 43. That's a strikeout. 2 out. And now it's Bobby Fowl with a 12 in play 90. And that is chopped to short. Over to first, retires the side. No runs, 1 hit, top of the 9th. Last licks. It's going to be top of the order. Arcia, Pena, Brown versus McAndrew, who's going for a complete game. Pitching a shutout so far. Gave up 1. Oh, my God. That was the first hit he gave up. That leadoff single in the top of the 8th to Spezio. Look at that. Wow. I was not aware of that. He has walked a couple. Walked 1 there. And walked 1 there, but otherwise he's been flawless. He's been perfect. Let's see how many strikeouts he has. He has 2 strikeouts there. Another one here. Another one. And another one. So he's got 5 strikeouts, 2 walks, 1 hit. And it's going to be Arcia. Here's the pitch from Jim McAndrew, a 5. Ballpark, 09. And that's, no, he doesn't have any power. It's going to be an 08, and that's going to be line base hit for Arcia, leadoff single. Next is Pena with an 8. That's a tough 06, and that should be a K, and it is. Strikes out Pena. Ollie Brown with a 5. Ballpark, 05. 1-30, and gets a hold of one, and he does not. That's going to be ground ball to short. This may actually be a double play. No, it's not. It's going to be a 6-4 fielder's choice, so Brown's on. And now it's Ferraro with 2 outs. Down to their last out. That's a 5. Ballpark again, a 43. It's not going to be. It's going to be in play 46. And that is a pop-up infield. Weiss calling for it, makes the catch, and the ball game is over. And McAndrew gets congratulated first by Duffy, then by Clendenin. And he's getting a nice feeling from all his teammates. That's for sure. A heck of a ball game. He pitched a 1-hitter, lost a no-hitter in the top of the 8th when a leadoff hitter, Spezio, lined one. And 6-0 final. Picks up a 1-hit shutout. Holy smokes. 1 hit. How many hits did the Mets pick up? Getting a lot of love there from his boys. Mets picked up a hit here. Another one there. And another one here. So the Mets had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 hits. And they both had 1 error apiece. So it was the Padres, no runs, 1 hit, 1 error. Against the Mets, 6 runs, 10 hits, 1 error. And let's see. Let's quickly input the data so I'll give you a look at the information. So it was in the bottom of the 6. It's going to be a 9, 4, 3, and then 7. This is going to be a K, 3, and 9. K, 3, and 9. And then Clendenin is going to be a 3K single. And a 7. We're almost done. And then, oh, Duffy Dyer went 3 for 4. He's going to probably be the MVP of this game. And at the top of the 8th, it was Spezio who led off with the first hit of the game. Holy smokes. Wow. That was a double play right after that, 6-4-3. And a pinch hitter came in. Ooh, I'm not sure if I inputted the new pitcher. I don't think I did. I don't think I did. Let me go back real quick. Let me see. Yeah, I never inputted the new pitcher who came in all the way in the 5th. So I got to go back here. So I'm not going to worry about that right now. So this is CP Cards and Dice. Great game. Mets win it 6-0. Padres with 1 hit. They're 1 hit by Jim McAndrew, who also struck out. Let's see how many he struck out. Struck out 1 there. 1 here, 2 in this inning. Another 1 here. And a couple more there. So he had actually 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 strikeouts. So McAndrew with 9 innings pitched, 1 hit, no runs, no earned runs, 2 walks. What did I just say? I said 8 strikeouts, no home runs, hit by pitch. I don't think he gave up a hit by pitch. Wild pitches, none. And he won this game for sure. And let's see what his record's going to be now. Let's see if I get to his record. No, I can't get to his record where I am right now. But anyway, this is it. So I just want to, all right, take care, Amish Gaming. I'm going to play another game in a little while. Just going to set it up. I may play the next game offline because it's against San Diego. San Diego is terrible. And then I will probably play, well, I don't know who the next team is, but I will probably have another couple of games tonight. This is CP Cards and Dice saying thanks for stopping by. Thanks for saying hello. I appreciate it. I hope everybody stays safe. Everybody keep rolling, having a good time. Pick up Payoff Pitch. It's a blast. It's a lot of fun. I'm using the Replay PC game to keep all my stats and replay my season so I can have the pennant races and the leaderboards. I printed the score sheet out from Replay. I also have been using Digi Dugout. Digi Dugout works. It's amazing. Digi Dugout, DIGI. I'll put it in the chat. You can get the pre-filled box score for any game in history. DigiDugout.com. And that's going to be it. I will chit-chat a little bit longer if you want to just hang around. I will go back. I'm going to fix what I need to fix. I got to go back a couple innings here. Inning, let's see if it'll let me do this. Okay, it's kind of froze right there for some reason. It does that sometimes. For some reason, it won't let me go back any farther than, it just did. Okay. So let me see if I go back to the bottom of the 5th, and that is the inning wherever it all starts out with file with a single. I got to redo this because I forgot to input the pitcher. Walk, and then it was a hit by pitch, and that's when we brought in the new pitcher, and then everything's going to speed up from that point on. Let's see, we brought in Balshan. Replace Kelly. And that's where we're going to have an E4 with 1 run scoring. And we're going to have a fly out center field. And that's a big 2-run single by Duffy Dyer. And then back-to-back Ks. And that's how quickly that went. Then we go to the top of the 6th with 5 feet. That was 5-3, 6-3, and L6. And I go bottom of the 6, 9, 4, 3, 7. And I go top of the 7th. It was a lead off. Oh, top of the 7th was a K. Pop 3 and a 9. And then the bottom of the 7th, 3K single. And a fly ball left field. And then the top of the 8th was the first hit allowed by McAndrew, that leadoff single by Spezio. Then it was a 6-4-3 double play. And a pinch hitter. It was Gaston, Cito Gaston. And he flied out to left. That was a new pitcher at the end there. It was going to be, who did we say it was going to be? It was going to be Dave Roberts. We wrote him in. So let's find Roberts there. And Roberts pitched the ground out, a single. And then a K and a ground out. And then it was the top of the 9th. Arcia led off with a single. K. 6-4 fielder's choice. And it was up to Al Ferrara. And we're going to check the box score here real quick just to make sure there's no mistakes. We didn't forget anybody. We got everybody there. And we're going to finish the game here. And then I'll read you a couple of the highlights from the box score. That's going to be a pop 6, and that's it. So the MVP, oh no, the MVP is going to be Jim Andrew with the one hitter. I guess the co-MVP would be Duffy Dyer, 3 for 4, 5 RBIs. And Jim McAndrew improves his record to 6-6. He gets the win, 6-6. Whereas Kelly loses it, he's 4-8. Six and 6. And that's it. Let's see. We did all the walks and all the Ks. We did not do the Ks on top here. So we missed one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. What did I give him credit for? I gave him credit for too many. 2 walks and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I let me see. Let me look at the box score. Yeah, it was McAndrew pitched a gem, 9 innings. Oh wow, I have 2 hits there. Where was the second hit? At the top of the 9th. Yeah, 2 hitter, 2 walks, 6 strikeouts. So let's fix that. 2 hitter, 2 walks, 6 strikeouts, and that's it. McAndrew. All right, guys. Let me take a look at what the next game is going to be. I'm going to play the rest of the day automatic. It's AP is auto play of the day. That was actually the second game of a doubleheader. And now it's going to be Kuzman against Joe Niekro. That's going to be fun. Jerry Kuzman, let's pull him out. Let's see, Jerry Kuzman, lefty ace, co-ace with Tom Terrific. Beautiful cards. Very easy on the eyes, very appealing, very soft colors. Dave Roberts is going to be against Joe Niekro. Joe Niekro was 8-17 with a 3.70 ERA. Holy smokes. Ollie Brown, Ferrara, Morel, Spezio, Cannizzaro, Dean. Cannizzaro and Dean. So everything's going to stay the same except for the last 2. So it's going to be Spezio, Cannizzaro, Dean is at shortstop. Pena is going to be at first base now. Wow. He plays all over the place. And it's a 3. So the pitcher hitting card is going to stay the same. That was fast. Let's double check it. Arcia, Pena, Ollie Brown, Ferrara, Morel, Spezio, Canizaro, Dean, and Necro. Just like that. Let me print out the score sheet. And for the Mets, it's going to be Agee, File, Jones, and then it's going to be Shamps. It's going to be their team against Clendenin is going to be in there, and Harrelson is going to be in there. All right, but otherwise everybody else is going to switch out. Dyer is going to stay in. So let's see. Shamsky's in there. Garrett is in there. Clendenin, Harrelson. Where's Harrelson? Where's Buddy Harrelson? There he is. And then Kuzman's going to be a 1, pitcher hitting card 1. So we're going to have to pull that as well. So it's going to be Shamsky, Garrett, Clendenin, Harrelson, Duffy Dyer, and then the pitcher hitting card is a 1. There it is, and that's it. We should be good to go. We're going to go pick up I'm ready for the next game, just like that. That's how quickly we do it. All right, this is CP Cards and Dice saying thanks for watching. Amish Gaming, I checked the site out, and what a remarkable resource. Amish, this site is a godsend. Okay, it's, the time that it took to create, I'm not sure. Whoever did it deserves, a treasure. It's really, you put in the date, you put in the season, you put in the date, and it gives you the games on both sides. You click on the game, and you got the pre-filled box score right there. You hit print, and you're ready to roll. That's how amazing our hobby has become. Everything is in place for us to really enjoy, So what can I tell you? Digi Dugout, I'm glad you found it and it blew your mind. That's why I put it up there. I want all my guys, all our hobby to use it, if they choose to, because it's great. Now remember, guys, if you're on Facebook, come over and join the groups that we have. We have a Payoff Pitch group. It's called Payoff Pitch Group Network. Payoff Pitch Group Network at Facebook. We also have a Deep Drive Facebook page, and we have a 70s and 80s, C&D 70s and 80s baseball. That's the third group we have. Okay, but the Payoff Pitch has taken off. We've got 70 some odd members in the first 3 weeks that we started it. So it's very, very popular, and this is what we're doing, just enjoying the game and discussing it, going back and forth, how we play things and how we approach things, and then we learn from each other, and so on and so forth. So yeah, so listen, I know it's late at night. I will say goodbye to you guys, and I will see you a little bit later. Take care.